main topic areas that the steering committee is looking at for the comprehensive plan. Is to remind everybody, those three general topic areas are natural resources and open space, transportation and infrastructure, and then village character and development. So currently we're talking about the natural areas and natural resources and open space issues. We started that conversation in August. We reviewed a lot of information about what spectacular natural areas we have here in Lower Frederick. A number of years ago, the county did a study of the entire county called the Natural Areas Inventory. Two top-notch biologists went out and inventoried the entire county in terms of what's here. Lower Frederick has there were 13 landscapes identified, and actually 3 of them cross over Lower Frederick. So when the people who live here say they love the way we look and they love the way it feels because of how natural and green it is, there's good reason for that because we have spectacular natural resources here. So those 3 landscapes are the Stone Hill landscape, which is up along Gerloff Road, the Spring Mountain Perkiomen Creek landscape, which we all know where that is, and the Swamp Creek landscape, which follows the Swamp Creek out towards the western part of the county. That leaves very little space in Lower Frederick that's not part of one of these amazing natural areas. So everybody who came to the meeting in June said, I love how it feels here, it's rural, it's green, it's beautiful. That's why. We're blessed with these features. We spent a lot of time talking about what that means to our community in terms of how we formulate a plan to ensure that it stays that way in the future. And in doing so, we decided that maybe we needed some outside people to come in and help us out. So with your permission, I will announce that at the September 12th meeting, we are going to have 2 guest speakers. They're going to come and talk to us about other communities that have worked really hard to preserve open space, how they've done it, how it's benefited their communities, what struggles they've had, and how they overcame them. And those, I have flyers here tonight. The 2 people who are going to join us on September 12th are Kate Harper, who was a representative to the Pennsylvania State House for, I don't know, 13, 17 years, something like that. She was also my neighbor for a long time. Our kids were in Cub Scouts together. She was instrumental in Lower Gwynedd in getting them off the ground for their open space program. She was instrumental in bringing the county's open space referendum to the forefront years ago. She's going to come and talk to us. And also a fellow by the name of Jack Stepperoot, who is with Natural Lands Trust. He has been helping communities preserve open space for 25, close to 30 years. He's worked with all kinds of communities. He's heard all kinds of stories. So he is going to come and talk to us about the practical steps that you have to get through in order to start preserving some open space, if that's what you choose to do. So what reminders about that? I have flyers here. Please come out, bring your friends. These 2 people are going to be worth hearing because there were lots and lots of questions at supervisors meetings in the past about how open space plans work, how the programs work, how they're funded, what all that means. And here are 2 people who are going to come talk to us specifically about all those issues. So if you have questions, you're not sure how it works, these are the 2 people who can give you good, honest, down-to-earth answers. So please come out and talk about that. October 12th, starting at
September 12th.
Oh. I'm way ahead of myself. I beg your pardon. September 12th. September 12th. The month we're in now.
Time.
I know. That's 6:30. 6:30. September 12th. Please correct the minutes. I'm so sorry. In October, we will begin to talk about transportation and infrastructure, and then probably by the beginning of the new year, we'll get into the village character and development conversations. But at the end of the September 12th meeting, if possible, September 12th, we want to be able to put on the floor 4 or 5 or however many priorities we need to list that will eventually get translated into recommendations that will be part of the comprehensive plan. So this final conversation with our guest speakers is an important one to refine the priorities for natural resources and open space issues and decide how as a community we're going to carry that forward for the next 20 years through our comprehensive plan. So it's an important meeting. Please come out and join us October 12th, 6:30. I did it again! September 12th. Take a flyer. The date is right on the flyer. So sorry.
Put them on.
So maybe I should just stop there. Everybody's got the information. But yeah, the next meeting in September. Can we put this up on the website now? Mark? Okay, good. Were there any other,
Will be recorded?
the meeting in September?
Yeah, because some of us may be away.
We haven't recorded them digitally, we've only recorded the audio for the minutes, sake of the minutes. If Mark wants to come record it, I don't think Jack or Kate would either mind.
Then that would be, that'd be beneficial, because I imagine they have things they're going to show, and let's just talk about, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, if
Larry,
that's,
can
if
you
that's
come
possible,
record?
that would be ideal.
Can you come record for us that night?
The 12th?
Yeah.
If I'm not here, someone will be.
Is that okay with the board? For us to do that?
I think it's a public meeting, and because I looked at our solicitor,
No impediment.
there's no impediment to anybody recording with their cell phone or anything. So,
Okay.
because it's a,
It would be better if we could have it done officially so we could then share it officially.
Thank you. Lauren?
Laura Jacobs, Fulmer Road. I have a question related to that. I was going to wait until we got to the question at the end. It segues right in. So, over the last few months, we've been recording audio for all of our meetings. And the thought came to me that maybe we might take the extra step and take that recording and post it on our website, make a Township YouTube page and post that for people, like what Dan said, that just missed the meeting or something like that. I know people watch the recordings that are posted on Frederick. I've talked to people that tell me that they love to see that stuff. Not everybody can make all the meetings. This came up at a park board meeting. I brought up the fact that we haven't had any problems recently, but there have been times in the past when we have a few people that are that miss a meeting, and then we have to spend a whole bunch of time at the beginning of the meeting bringing them up to snuff. If they had easy access to a recording of the meeting, they could bring themselves up and make things a lot easier. I don't think it should be too hard to, doesn't cost anything to get a YouTube channel.
You want to check it out?
I just have a question. Is there any, to our solicitor, are there any possible legal issues about putting that up before minutes for those meetings are approved? Would there be any issue with that?
It would likely generate more conversation. I'd have to look into the timing issue. As you're saying, do you post this prior to the adoption of minutes? Certainly you can do it afterwards if you wanted to. But, so I'll check the legal end. But certainly there is a policy aspect to all this.
It doesn't have anything to do with the minutes. It's a public meeting that anybody could do that, and I'm just suggesting the township do
You
it.
could post whatever you want on whatever website, but you're asking, will the township post it on the township's website, right?
Well, the township post a link to a YouTube channel that contains it, so we don't have to store the data ourselves.
So you're asking the township to officially do that. So I think the question's well founded. Let's take a look at that.
I know some townships definitely record their meetings and even live streaming.
Don Iron, chair of the Frederick Park Board. I would ask that the board ask each and every member of the committees if they would mind having before they would go, that they would be wanting to file.
Well, we won't do nothing until we hear back.
think there's just for everybody here, there is possibly a difference legally and policy-wise between a member of the public coming to a public meeting and making a recording, whether video or audio, and the township doing it in their official capacity. I think that's what our solicitor is going to be looking into, if there are any issues we need to be aware of.
I'm sorry, Chuck.
Yeah. Just a procedural question.
Sorry,
So,
your name?
Chuck Geiser, of North Rhineford Road. So, when we run the meetings, you know, let's say planning commission, the last few months since we have that little recorder running, I do announce that the meetings are being recorded just like you do in the beginning of your meetings. Is that something that we should be putting in our agenda, like boilerplate, and something that we should all be reading starting meetings, or does it not matter?
I think it makes sense to announce that they're being recorded, and
Okay.
I think the board's policy for that is that they'll be kept for 6 months.
Right.
Is that right? So,
That's correct.
yeah, I think you want to announce that.
But isn't it right at the top of your agenda or something?
It is.
So maybe Bonnie can put that on, you know, and that way I won't have to make it up, I'll just know what to read. My second question was, so last week I had the advertisements for the 2 speakers completed, and I sent them to Bonnie and Mark had indicated that he needed to speak with you first, or he wasn't sure since everything's kind of new. Is there a new policy in place? I mean, in the past, I've more or less, if we have an advertisement for a meeting, you know, I've sent it to Bonnie and include the manager on it, and asked them to put it on our website and the Facebook page. Is there a new procedure that we're following now that I need to be aware of, or I need to get board approval for that, or this is sort of a one-off kind of thing?
Well, certainly, as a result of a conversation, I think, last meeting before, I'm looking at the social media policy for the township, and hope to have something for the board in the next meeting. So I'm sure there's an aspect of that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I saw the announcement was pretty straightforward, not controversial, but it's just for a timing thing, you know, if we got the speakers and everybody's coming back on vacation. Mark, I assume Mark and Bonnie are going to take care of this first thing tomorrow, but that leaves us with just a little bit more than a week to advertise this thing. And, you know, I didn't want to start advertising it if we couldn't advertise it in terms of sending emails to other people who might want to come. Like we had the other townships that we have in our regional planning, I think some of those people might want to attend too, because they share common interests. So. But that's fine. So if we get a policy and we know we can figure out that sort of thing. Great.
Park and recreation?
Me again. Thanks to Mark and Bonnie, all my dates are on there, so they should be painless. September 7th is Saturday, we're on the Landmark Spring now. September 28th is Centennial Celebration in Upper Frederick. And October 12th is the fall. That's going to be October 12th. So that pretty much sums up what we're doing. As far as the CMS Park Central, we're doing a volunteer planting on September 19th. So anybody who would be interested in coming out and help put in the fall plants, that would be awesome. I don't have a time for that as of right now. Also, big thank you to Supervisor Chuck Lighted for the Realtors meeting on September 20th. I know I put that on the agenda, right? For wedding.
You know, I would have said that. I figured out what it was from that.
Okay. I'll correct that. Again, no time has been set for that, am I correct? There hasn't been
We're looking at 9 to 1.
9 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Confirming that. But
All other volunteers are welcome. So that's pretty much for the park board. For the Centennial, I'm doing double duty tonight because Pam's on vacation. trolley tickets for the Centennial Tour went on sale today at Upper Frederick. You have to go to the Upper Frederick Township building to get them. They're $10 a piece. We suggest that you get them ahead of time. They are timed tickets. I saw that next on the schedule is on the front door. They are also looking for people to sign up for the chili cook-off. They'd like to have a couple more chefs. And also looking for any folks, any committees within Lower Frederick that would like to sign up to help out at the Centennial. That includes like parking, just telling people where to go. We need a few more people at the trolley sign-up table, get everybody organized for the next trolley ride. So if you would be interested, you want to talk to Pam Wright, and she'll get you signed up, and I think there's going to be a web page that you actually do the sign-up on. That's it.
Do you know what the name of the webpage is?
Not yet, it hasn't come out from Upper Frederick yet.
On Village Park, we still have to approve the payment to Cerulean and approve the order of plans for the fall. Approve that to the table at the August meeting. Then we talked about at the request of the board, I said that Terry, Jackie, Lynn, we went over all the budgets and Terry had worked with them on, and everything did fall into line. Just needed some new organization, which Terry and I worked with them on and got it all figured out.
So we're okay to,
Yep.
we have a motion to approve that?
Also move.
Second. Any questions?
I would just like to say the sign up in the township park looks very nice.
Thank the park board for that. Great job.
I'm sorry, what was that motion for?
To approve the payment to Cerulean in the amount of $1,292.25 and give the approval to order plans for the fall plan.
A vote? Aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Environmental Advisory Council. Over here.
I think I'm the only one here. I'm not really prepared to say anything. I didn't realize I was going to have to do that. Sorry.
All right. We'll pass it on to the next one. All righty. New business. We have any new business? Yes.
Barbara, 15 Craft Road. We've got a lot of sheep going on up there near the side of that hill. I don't know who it is or why they're doing it, but they seem to be able to hold on to those from 9 o'clock in the morning until dark. There's a lot of automatic weapons fire, a lot of rifle fire, and I think in today's climate that maybe the police force should look into this. There are only 2 fields away from the school.
Is it back on your road or is it
It's down on,
Simmons?
it's Mascara's property now. It used to be DeSanto's, but it's Mascara's property now. And then it floats over, sometimes it's on Rosie's Park. And they seem to move around a lot, but it just goes on and on. Sundays,
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoons. I like to know where they get the money for the animals.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous.
All right. Mark, let's get talk to the chief.
Yeah, Bart, where are you?
15 Crouch Road,
And what's your last name?
or P-U-R-K.
Can you give us a call? Can you just give me a call tomorrow and give me a little bit more detail that I can pass on to the chief?
I'm not in town tomorrow, sorry.
Okay.
I can make Thursday if you like.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Linda?
Linda Jansen, Simmons Road. I must concur with Ms. Butler. At least at 28 Simmons Road, the Rhodes Farm, they, at one point, from like 2014 to maybe 2016, 17, were operating an unlicensed, basically gun club. You'd have like 20 people at a time. At least they're not detonating and we're manufacturing bombs any longer. There's an extensive, I'm sure Chief Maxey would know, there were extensive reports. Unfortunately, they were doing on the weekends and on times when Lower Frederick police were not on duty. The state police, Montgomery County bomb squad's been out. But as I say, they're no longer manufacturing and detonating the bombs. So, but the automatic weapons still occur, and, in today's climate, after these mass shootings, now, I don't want to take anybody's guns away or their property rights, if they're entitled to shoot, but if an automatic weapon and steel targets and things like that are not even allowed, are licensed, under our licensed gun club ordinances, how can they be allowed in a residential neighborhood? And it is a little bit insensitive, I think, the day of the mass shooting that they get out and discharge automatic weapons. It's really insensitive to the community.
What is doing that?
Yeah, it's already practiced, the Pennsylvania hunting laws don't, there's nothing that a municipality can do to supersede that. But there, you can perhaps maybe put some type of restrictions. Now, I know that I believe Collegeville has some type of shooting ordinances. I'm not sure. I know there's some surrounding municipalities that have some, but if they could refrain from the automatic weapons, it would probably be nicer in the community. Thank you.
All right, Mark, talk to the chief. Any other new business? I'd like to make a motion here to, when our budget comes up, to review it over and see if we could put in a spot in there for open space, an amount of money that we could start with. And I'd like to see if, when that comes up, we look at it and see if we could, if anybody would like to agree with me.
It's a great idea, but with the current tight budget, it's going to be a challenge, something that's going to have to.
I said a motion to look at it. To put it,
You don't need it, but he's got,
I got it on the floor.
he's got a motion out there if he gets a second.
I'll second. We can look at it. To look at it, see if it's possible. Any questions? Bob?
Yeah, Bob Burns, Interville Road. So if you look at it and it does become feasible and it can be started with minimal dollars,
Small
would it be a separate account so that, any residents or businesses that want to donate to that money could go
fund? It could
through
be
the
marked
town manager
separately.
and into that fund and be only used for the open space?
We can look at it, market it separately for open space.
Is it possible to do that, to guard it from